Hey,
Breathe.
friends, welcome to The Capital Life. This is your host, Abby Pagud. This is where we talk about all the things that life brings, the good, the bad, and of course, the healthy. And today's episode, we have a notorious guest back that has made such an impact on our lives and has so much value to offer. And she is here to share all of the amazement to which she's been after and doing. Welcome to the show for Keeping It Real with Real People, Chef Dom Arrington.
Hey, what up, guys?
You have a little missus right behind you because you recently got married and your awesome changes to where you come from. Introduce us, please.
I'm gonna stop.
All right, this is my gorgeous wife, the lovely and the incredible Miss Red. Say hi, baby.
How's everybody doing?
This episode of The Capital Life is brought to you by Nectar Juice Bar. Real ingredients for real people with real health benefits. Live the Nectar life. Available in 26 states with over 200 locations and 150 in development. Check out nectarjuicebar.com and find a location near you. Did you know that we at Capital Health have been working on an app that's never been created before? And with all the excitement around it, we've decided to give you an opportunity to become a Capital Health founder. Capital Health founders get exclusive perks, including 3 to 6 months of full access of the app, a Capital Health t-shirt, and future founder-only benefits. The app itself is designed to meet you where you are, assessing your needs and creating customized workouts and personalized nutrition tailored specifically to you. In short, it's like having a trainer, nutritionist, and energy coach in your pocket without the massive expense of hiring each one individually. Founder opportunities are limited and only are available before the launch date. So head on over to capitalhealth.com to learn more on how to become a Capital Health founder and achieve your ideal health. Please like, share, and rate us on whatever platform you're listening. It's how we start to really spread the message of good in the world that needs it so much right now. If you find this helpful or insightful, don't forget to connect with us on Facebook and YouTube at Capital Health. That's Kapitol Health. Also, visit us at capitalhealth.com and subscribe to our newsletter and get wicked awesome updates.
So I do want to point out that you guys, to all our listeners, we might have a little bit of connection error, but we're still going to roll it because whatever needs to be said is going to be heard because that is how the universe works. But more importantly, they are on a very cool en route to some promotional things coming forward. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're headed and what you're so busy doing that you're in the car during this podcast?
Yeah. Yes, we would love to.
We're always in the car, I feel.
Yeah, no, we're always in the car, traveling somewhere. Busy people got to get places.
That's true.
So
and
right
where
now,
are you guys going specifically? Because I just was like, my mouth just was like, why am I not in the car with you guys right now?
we are so honored to announce our first elevated vegan market that my gorgeous wife and I will be hosting at Elevation 3789. It is a dispensary in Sunland Park, New Mexico, which is just a rock throw away from my hometown, El Paso, Texas.
That is freaking incredible. So it's really interesting. I'm so glad that you're on the show. I'm so glad that we're getting to touch base again because I have it down that we had you on episode 59. Okay, so that was part of the second season. It was episode 59. Now you are on episode 105, which is crazy.
Oh.
It's gone by that. We have passed the 100 breaking. But more importantly, I thought it was really cool because this theme for the month is about balance. It's about getting out of tradition, structure, like the way things are structurally being and how it prevents you from being your true self and having time to let go and the openness, to have different new lessons so that you can evolve to a newer version of yourself. And so that's why today's episode is actually called The Moment We Surrender, which I think is so interesting on how it connects with where you've been and where you're going, because the episode you were previously in, when you were just so gracious to share your story, was about he who hesitates is a damn fool. And it was really how you surrendered and just went with a leap of faith. You didn't even know where life was going, and you just trusted the universe and it would take you. And so I just am so excited to have you on. And I really want to hear about how you've been. You left us at going on to your vegan tour, and what happened from there?
Oh my goodness. So I think you caught me right before before I took off last year. And so to catch everyone up, I quit my job, I gave up my home, I turned my car into a camper, and I hit the nation, set out to travel with the world's largest vegan street fair. And so a year later, here I am, and I completed the tour. I completely surrendered myself. And now I'm sitting here a year later. I've been through 45 states. I went coast to coast 3 times in 9 months. And I was the only chef in the nation to complete the tour. I'm the only person in the nation that did every single stop of the tour. And I'm so glad that we're talking about this today, because there was some moments about the trip that were just incredibly difficult that I just had to get through. And I came back so much more elevated and so much stronger. During the process, I went sober, and that's something that we could talk about. I also quit smoking cigarettes, and then after I did that, my career started hitting like a peaking point. And then as soon as I did that and completely like found peace with myself and my past and everything, I was able to go sober. I was able to quit smoking, and then after that happened, is my twin flame. She's everything that I am, and she's the most beautiful version of myself that I've ever met. And that couldn't have happened without all of these things that happened until that moment. So that's kind of where we're
crazy. At. Yeah, I mean, it's just like it gives you so much chills. And, you know, I always am constantly reminding people that so much can happen in the blink of an eye. And like, not everybody realizes, like a lot of society teaches us that change is almost slow and transformational. Like it takes a while for you to get from point A to point B. And sometimes it's really just having that epiphany of discovery of self, and then taking the courage to act and actually put yourself in the path that you needed to go forward. What was it for you that really kind of clarified the need to get sober? I mean, was it just a habit of that just was habitual and just was interfering with your life's work? Or was it something that like it was becoming problematic? Because I think a lot of people struggle trying to differentiate between the two of those and making sure that it's serving them to the best of their future, right?
It's more the latter, more of serving me to my future, and not that the former part of the question was the issue. It wasn't becoming a problem. I'll tell you what happened where I decided to go sober in the first place. So my longest route of the journey was a 5-day drive, and it was from New Hampshire to Seattle. So I literally drove cross country all the way from East Coast to West Coast, all the way across the top with all the treacherous mountains and everything. Yeah. So let me tell you, Abby, when I was taking this part of the trip, as soon as I hit Illinois, I got a blowout on my trailer. Okay. And then, so I'm on the side of the freeway and I'm by myself, and I was like, oh my God, like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And so I ended up deciding that I was gonna unhitch my trailer and I leave it on the side of the road, and I drive to the nearest town, the nearest Walmart, which is about 45 minutes away. Okay, I'm just gonna get a tire. And then I get to the tire section and I'm like, oh, fuck, there's different sizes. Who fucking knew there was different sizes of tires? Not me. I didn't know. So I drive back to the trailer.
I do have to say, some things boys do a little bit, like their brains work differently than ours sometimes. Like even how we move things, then like they would have done it a different way. And they were like, oh, I didn't realize there was spatial awareness. My bad. Like, there's some things like it's girl brain, boy brain, and it's fine. But at the same time, it's true. Who freaking knew? They even have different sizes for bicycles.
Right. So I'm like, oh my God. So there's different sizes of tires. And at this point, like, I can't take the gamble and just buy a random tire. So I drive back to the trailer. Okay, tires are 15 inches. Let's go. So I get back to Walmart and now 45 minutes back, right? And now it's like this whole time I'm just leaving my trailer on the side of the road in some bumfuck place in Illinois. And so then I go and then I look at the tires and now it's like, okay, do you want 4 nuts or 5 nuts? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 4 nuts or 5 nuts? Oh my God. So I drive back to Walmart. I mean, I just pick up like the 4-1. I was like, you know what? 50% chance of getting it. I pick up the 4-1. I go back to the car and it doesn't fit. I needed the 5-1. At this point, Walmart's already closed for the night. And so what can I do? I just have to wait till 6 o'clock in the morning when it opens. So I'm stuck on the side of the freeway where trucks are literally going like 200 miles an hour past me. Yeah, and I'm sitting like all cramped up in the driver's seat on the side of the highway with trucks just going like, woo, woo, like all night, just like shaking
and
me.
And it shakes the whole thing, and it's terrifying, and you don't even, like, I mean, the wind is crazy, and I'm assuming you're probably on one of the construction or the delivery road highways in Illinois, because in Illinois, they really focus on, like, that part of Illinois, it's predominantly delivery truck drivers going from one place to another. So it's like it's wind on top of wind because it's truck after truck and it gets crazy.
Yes, you understand exactly the intensity of it, right? Okay, so then next morning I get up. I go get a new tire. I do the bomb ass shit. I put the jack on and I do the tire thing and I spin the thing and I got it all done and I got my tire changed in 5 minutes. It was no fucking big deal. I just had the wrong tire the whole time.
Right.
And I get on my way. And so now I'm headed through and then I have to go through like the worst hail and rainstorm that I've been through at this point in the trip, like right through like the northern, like Wyoming, Michigan area. And the weather was so severe and it was so treacherous. And I'm like hugging the steering wheel, trying to see out the front. The windshield wipers just clacking, like clack, 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 clack. Like, fuck, I couldn't see nothing. There was like red lights already stacked on the side of the road. Like, that was terrible. And I just was the buffalo and I just weathered the storm. Okay, cool, and the rain is over. Now it's time for me to drive my little Kia Sportage up these tall-ass Montana fucking mountains with construction the whole way through. No fucking guardrails on the side. I'm pulling this little whippy-ass trailer behind me. Fuck, that was bullshit. Okay, finally made it to the top.
I remember when I went from one side of it, when I went from Illinois, I technically was in Florida, went up to Chicago, went from Chicago all the way over to Santa Clarita, California. We drove through because my mom, of course, wanted to see pieces of like all of the Grand Canyon, but we didn't go all the way. So we went through parts of like the hills of Colorado, etc. And it's like I at least had a stick shift Ford Explorer. But it was still 2 women, one that's like can't drive a stick shift, and me who drives a stick shift with a little tiny dinky trailer trying to go through those mountains. Oh hell freaking no! That is some scary shit right there.
Yeah. So that, and then, so then I make it to the top and I'm like, ooh, I didn't even have time to breathe before I'm at a 90-degree angle looking all the way down this fucking beast of a mountain. And I was like, no fucking way I'm coming.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it was terrifying. It was the most terrifying thing I ever done. And I'm just sitting there, like, riding my brakes, just, like, freaking out the whole time, thinking, like, fuck, like, what if my brakes go out? What, like, I was terrified. It was treacherous. It was terrifying and treacherous. And then I get down, and now...
Was this towards the beginning of it, or is this like
This was...
welcome to the floor?
This was hitting my halfway point. This was just as the pendulum from going from like, right, this is about to come and hit rock bottom right before it gets really, really good. You know what I mean? Like, it's that wave and it's that frequency. And it was literally the halfway point in the tour when I was on my way to Seattle, which was the 5th stop of the tour out of 9. And so it really was my halfway point. But so it's like, you know, you swing a pendulum back and forth, and it just goes back. You have your ups and you have your downs. I felt like it was just like that downward swing that came, and then once it finally got to this whole stretch of United States, it was like I had to hold on to the guardrails and put on my seatbelt, and I was like scrunching my teeth and scraping metal the whole time. And it was like when it hit bottom this time, it really fucking scraped. At that moment, I knew that I was at a pivotal moment in my career, and that's why this path was so fucking hard. So then I get down from the Montana mountains, and I think I'm in the clear. No, I'm not in the fucking clear. Now I'm going through the base of Washington, where they have wind gusts of 80 to 100 miles an hour with a little whippy ass trailer all over the fucking road. No, it was ridiculous. It was stupid, and it was the hardest thing that I've ever...
Paso, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like, I was raised in Chicago where we had 70 miles.
Like 60 miles away.
So, like, I totally know, like, how terrifying it could be. And then poor little old Paso, like, really will plop you into this totally different environment by yourself that you never had before. Like, how determined are you, though? Like, how amazing is it? You're like, I survived.
Did you know that we at Capital Health have been working on an app that's never been created before? And with all the excitement around it, we've decided to give you an opportunity to become a Capital Health founder. Capital Health founders get exclusive perks, including 3 to 6 months of full access of the app, a Capital Health t-shirt, and future founder-only benefits. The app itself is designed to meet you where you are, assessing your needs and creating customized workouts and personalized nutrition tailored specifically to you. In short, it's like having a trainer, nutritionist, and energy coach in your pocket without the massive expense of hiring each one individually. Founder opportunities are limited and only are available before the launch date. So head on over to capitalhealth.com to learn more on how to become a Capital Health founder and achieve your ideal health.
I did. I get to Seattle and I fucking cried my eyes out. I hugged Jessica Cruz from Vegan Street Fair, and I was like, dude, I made it. And that was like the biggest accomplishment ever. And I was like so proud of myself. I was happy. And then I showed off at Vegan Street Fair Seattle, and I sold out twice. Yeah. I sold out twice. It was fucking phenomenal. I sold out the first time like so fucking quick. As soon as I got there, there was a line all the way down. I by myself, I pounded out this whole line. I sold every bit of inventory I had. And I went back, and I went to the back of my tent, and I'm just like smoking a cigarette, smoking a joint, and I'm like looking at this crowd, and this crowd is like still reading my sign, and I was like, fuck, I'm sitting on money. What am I gonna do? So I went to my car, I went to my car camper, I looked through everything, and I pulled together all the random ass fucking ingredients that I had, and I threw this shit on the flat top, and I made some bomb ass tacos right there on the spot. I opened my window again, and I sold out again. Boom. That's fantastic. Sold out twice.
That's fantastic.
So that's incredibly amazing. And that was an amazing victory, but I wasn't satiated with that being the victory after the hard ass fucking United States journey that I just went through. Like, that was a bomb victory, but I still wasn't satiated with that because I was like, nah, I went through way too much on this pendulum swing for this to be the only part of the reward. Like, this reward's got to be a package. And that's when I decided, I was like, you know what? I literally just made it through the hardest thing I've ever been to in my entire life. And if I can go through that hard external battle, I like something clicked inside of me and it said, now it's time to face the hardest thing you will ever face. And that's the internal battle of alcoholism. And so that fucking hit me hard. And I was like, damn, that's the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life. And I did it and I survived. Now it's time for me to fight against something that I've been avoiding my whole life. And it wasn't like I was obviously a functioning alcoholic, but I would drink like a 15-pack of Natty Lights every single day. And the second I would wake up, boom, a crack of beer, and I would just drink. And I love to drink. I love the flavor of it. Fortunately, there's non-alcoholic beer, so I can still have a 15-pack a day. You know, I can have all the fun, just none of the alcohol. So after that moment, I was like, okay, like, I know what I need to do. It's time for me to get sober. And so I took my tent and went up to a place in the mountains in Washington. It was north of Seattle. It was a place like, Lake Haven. And so I popped my tent and I set up my little cooking stuff. I love to do camping cooking. It's so amazing. And so I set up all my things and I tripped on mushrooms for 3 days in the mountains by myself, sleeping in a tent. And during those 3 days, I relived every single trauma that I've ever had in my life. And I was able to see all my trauma from a place of clarity and a place of non-judgment and a place of forgiveness and a place of serenity and a place of peace. And so I spent 3 days like watching my own traumas from a third person point of view. And after the third day, when the trip finally came down, I was like, okay, I'm never gonna drink again, because it was like such a crutch for me, obviously, to like numb myself from the things that people use, you know, substance or to numb themselves from everyday life, bullshit, people tolerance, it's idiocracy, stupidity, like everything. And so because of the fact that I was able to view my traumas firsthand, I just felt like it was no longer necessary for me to have to.
I think a lot of people are wanting to experience that purge of their trauma. They're wanting to actually really focus on releasing and getting rid of it. But a lot of us weren't raised skills. So a lot of people don't realize that they jump into, you know, substances that even cigarettes can be a delay. Like in dealing with your actual issue, right? So it's like someone gets so stressed out instead of having the coping skills from within themselves, they jump in and they say, "Oh God, I need a cigarette," because like the cigarette calms them down. It's still the engine running in the background, and it helps create some drops in some of the clarity to which they need help. So it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Like being able to dig deep and identify it. Not saying that it's not a good idea to have a clarity with going and doing that, but that helps open to see from different levels and different perspectives. I've always known people to go and jump in and do that, but they've always done it in like more of a supervised setting where they've gone away to a retreat with a shaman and then gone through that process. So it's amazing that you were like, you know, let's get this shit out, let's get it taken care of, and start actually paving the way that we want to live for the future. Because it really becomes such a hindrance. I know that like, a lot of times, you know, even when I've consumed, I've never necessarily ever, I've never drank to escape whatsoever. If anything, I've noticed in my younger years, it actually tapped me into my abilities. I could read more, I could get more downloads and messaging, because it like took away some of the surface blockage that like my ego was preventing me from getting. But now I'm getting to the point where more and more the universe is calling to say, no, it's time to cut this habit entirely, because you are ready to catapult and you're not going to have time. Like this is going to be this is going to be Therefore,
Yeah.
it's turning into one of those things, and I'm finding it's becoming a huge trend for a majority of people. Is becoming this chosen way of life. It's saying, hey, no, like problem where you hear the alcoholics that literally destroy their lives entirely. But it's like, no, I need to make something of myself. Even people that have wildly already done so, it's just putting a blockade in their next step and their next step. So that's tremendous that you're able to go through and see the different that has so much to do with how we have absorbed the story that we've told for years, which has served us at the time for surviving what we were going through. But then it's time to rid ourselves of it and be able to have the strength to look back and then actually see not only the perspectives that we had, but also all the perspectives that we had from the numerous parties that were involved in that path. Well, so after this discovery, where does the
we just got to elevation. Oh, Miss Red comes. This is where Miss Red comes in. I knew that I was at my career when I went
something clearly opened, and it was Miss Red.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
Yeah,
Yay, that's amazing.
Yeah, this is actually where she comes in. So so I get sober and I go to San Francisco, which was my next stop in the tour. And I knew I was at a moment in my career, and I knew I was gonna fall in love in San Francisco. What I didn't know was that it was going to be someone from my hometown, El Paso, that was going to drag my ass all the way back to a place that I had not planned on coming back to.
For a taco bar.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Did you say at a taco bar?
No, for a taco bar. I had a private party.
Yeah.
And I needed some food at my party, and so for easy for me and easy for the guest, I wanted something quick, something nicely set up at a table for them to be able to eat, and something healthy. I'm as well vegan, so I was like, it's going to be a vegan party. And as we were talking on the phone, I said, gosh, it would be so cool if you could come to El Paso and just cook me a taco bar or something. And she was like, done. And I was like, done. I was like, okay, well, go make plans. Let's do this. And
it was in 5 days.
Yeah. So we flew her into El Paso, did the show, and then tell her.
Did you know that we at Capital Health have been working on an app that's never been created before? And with all the excitement around it, we've decided to give you an opportunity to become a Capital Health founder. Capital Health founders get exclusive perks, including 3 to 6 months of full access of the app, a Capital Health t-shirt, and future founder-only benefits. The app itself is designed to meet you where you are, assessing your needs and creating customized workouts and personalized nutrition tailored specifically to you. In short, it's like having a trainer, nutritionist, and energy coach in your pocket without the massive expense of hiring each one individually. Founder opportunities are limited and only are available before the launch date. So head on over to capitalhealth.com to learn more on how to become a Capital Health founder and achieve your ideal health.
Well, I accidentally on purpose missed my flight for 3 days after that, because I was just supposed to come in and cater the taco bar and then go back to my job in San Francisco. And I accidentally on purpose missed my flight 3 times for 3 days. And then finally I just went and took my flight, and I went and said my goodbyes, and I packed up my car camper, and then I drove north to Alameda, and I picked up the food cart and the trailer, packed all that shit up, and I drove straight back to El Paso for 23 hours. And
the rest is history.
Yeah.
No.
Now, when did this happen? How long ago did this happen?
Well, so I originally won her heart last year when I fed her my award-winning street corn nachos.
Okay.
Okay. So it was the year before.
It was the year before.
What, October 2022?
2022.
It was October 2022 when I won her heart originally with my award-winning street corn nachos.
Ooh, they were yummy.
And so then you know how I am. I'm like, oh, follow me on Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. And so she did. And then I would always go live and she would come on the live. And every time she would come on, I would just feel like such a different energy, like enter the room. And I'd be like, Alexandra Red, yo, like, thanks for being here. And so she was always on. And so finally, one day I was in my kitchen in San Francisco and I was cooking and she came on and I just felt like something so different about her vibes. So I decided to Instagram stalk her. I stalked all 66 photos that she had up at the time and I was like, oh, damn, I gotta have this. Like, what? Who is this girl? And so I Instagram stalked all 66 photos 8 times before finally on September 11th, I think it was, like I was on a
number clearly states that it was stockage.
I was like, oh my God, I gotta have this.
You had
me at nachos.
You had me at nachos, and then we kept it going with tacos.
in all
All right.
Shoot, this is the greatest.
Let us talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
No, let us talk about it.
Let us. Oh, too many food puns. It makes me hungry.
So, oh man. All right. So after I Instagram stalked her, I finally get on one of my lives and I was like, yo, like your smile is so captivating and you're so gorgeous. I was like, hey, I'm single if you want to slide into my DMs. And here she goes like, blah, 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 blah. Boom, she's in my DMs already before the live was over. And so I'm like calling her out publicly on my live video. And I was like, hey, like, you're gorgeous. Hit up in my DMs. And she's like, okay. So sure enough, she did. And we literally like, it was such an instant connection. And she's really my other half and we're like such twin flames and we work so good together. She's an award-winning mixologist, 20 plus years in the industry as well. And everything that I have done, she has done as well. She's just a very gorgeous version of myself. But it took both of us getting to this point in our lives where we completely loved ourselves and we became who we wanted in a partner. And because each of us are that, we're both fucking fire. So now we're blowing up double time and twice as fast. Woohoo! Who do you want to add to that?
I mean, it's crazy because there's so many times in your life where I sit here and notice, like, you reflect back to where I was mentality-wise before I met my husband, and I didn't like this anchor for me to be able to flourish, to be able to explore, and discover myself, even to new levels. And even to the point where, I mean, it'll be 20 years that we've been together come this April. And it's hilarious because like I still am finding new discoveries of myself, but then it's beautiful to be able to grow with that. And a lot of people forget that, you know, it's not just one person that went through traumas, it's both. Everybody has gone through something, and also how they process their experiences makes a huge profound difference in how they function and where they are in their life. But then the courage to really dive deep, explore, and release those traumas and really understand it from another perspective, it opens you up to being able to have the possibility of unconditional love and possibly experiencing unconditional love. You guys are awesome. I so love this.
I definitely
are awesome. I so love this in so many levels.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Thanks for having time to do this with us. This This is fun.
Oh.
Yeah, no, seriously, you guys are like amazing. What is the next like adventure? Where are you guys going? What is the dream
Well,
of you two?
we just pulled up.
I know she's been dying to talk the whole time, so now it's her time. Let her in.
So Dom and I have the best of the best, right? Like everybody needs to eat food and everybody wants to drink something, right? You like whatever it is. Like I can even make your water taste good.
Nice.
We do the best of the best and we're award winning it, so we complement each other so well. And we're both also event coordinators. We're MCs. We really do the most. So whatever it is that she needs help with in the kitchen, I'm great in the kitchen. Whatever I need help with in the bar, she's great helping me with whatever I need, you know. And so everything is always where we need it, how we need it. If something doesn't fall through, we're very quick to be resourceful and find the next best thing. We invent as we go. Like I swear it's every 5 to 10 minutes, we're inventing something new and we're like, oh my God, let's do it. Okay, let's write it down. Let's put it in the calendar. Contact this person. Contact that person.
End up writing it down. Because sometimes you create something, you're like, hey, how did I do that?
She's our journalist. Dom is our journalist and takes the most amazing notes ever. And it doesn't matter what's going on. She's writing away. I cannot do that as quickly as she does. So I just absorb all of the information. I'm very kinesthetic. So I take it in, and between the two of us and what we have connected, we come up with things really quick. I love that. We're into so many different things and we can handle it and we love it. And we're such people. We love our people.
Start with the restaurant. Tell me about the restaurant.
Oh gosh. Okay. So yada, we got together. She stayed here in El Paso, came back. We have been inseparable since. And people, just like I said, need both of us, food and bev. So we started off delivering and catering all around town at no extra fee, just the food cost. And that was really awesome. So people were really loving that. We did the bar scene at night as well. We got into a lot of kitchens and did a lot of kitchen takeovers here in El Paso. And the people really loved that. It was something completely different. They were like, what is going on? What are you all doing? We've got a really great following because of that. So we originally already individually had a great following. And so bringing it together, we know so many people together. One of our really good homies owns a Get Together restaurant downtown El Paso, Texas. Nice. And it's a sweet, cute little vegan spot. I want to say it's the only one in our city like this. I haven't actually seen another one just like this where it's 100% plant-based, everything made in home, and a full bar and vegan mocktail cocktail options. I mean, it's incredible. The chef that owns the place as well is an award-winning chef and mixologist, so it's incredible where we're at. The three of us are really an amazing power team. He's asked us, I think we started right after Christmas time.
The week of New Year's. We brought in the New Year.
The weekend right before New Year's, right after Christmas, that whole weekend, we brought in the after party. So this restaurant is open from Tuesday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. When they close their restaurant at 8 p.m., from Thursday to Saturday, we stay open and we do the late night food and bev from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And so we get, quite a crowd in the downtown area that come through. A lot of people that are from out of town, a lot of our followers, a lot of just people just partying, it's the weekend. So everyone's out. Everyone's just so excited for what we're bringing. Now we're there. We're doing amazing. We're helping this business grow. We love Chef Storm. He's just an amazing, we call him our roommate now. We're roommates. We all share space. We all help each other out so much. We're doing so well. Organically, we are growing our, I would say it's our own SEO, right? SEO, we are SEO, we're all over that. We're organically growing the optimization of searching us, vegans, vegan couple. So, we're really doing great. Aside of that, now that we're stuck in this amazing, wonderful, no more hard rock in a place, it's like this great path of river flow. We are in an amazing spot. So now it's our permanent place here in our home base, El Paso. We now coordinate every last Saturday vegan markets there as well. So we put together a little like mom and pop vegan market. All of our homies come in and we have a party. It's an all night thing. We got the laser light show, the black lights, the fog machine, the bumpin' jams, the food and good bevs
Just
all
really
night. Great
vibe. That's incredible.
Yeah, we're just the whole party. We're incredible. A whole party. We're just a whole vibe and people are loving it. So we're doing that. We're doing VSF still. Now we start that this month.
So let me interject here real quick. Okay. Ooh. So last year when we talked, I was, getting on this thing like, hey, I'm going to jump on this tour. And now that I have completed the entire tour, is the only chef in the nation. By the way, Red joined me for the last 3 stops of the tour last year. So now we're ready to do it again.
It is so cool.
Not only are we doing the tour again, we leave to LA on the 20th. Vegan Street for LA is the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of this month. We're in March right now, just because I know the recording will come out later. But we're about to do it again. The cool addition to this is now we are Vegan Street Fair. We are on the Vegan Street Fair team, which means as we drive across nation and as we do this again, we are bringing vendors to the table as Vegan Street Fair. And we are so excited to be part of the change. We're so excited to be working for something so much bigger than ourselves. And I wouldn't even call it working, but we are Vegan Street Fair, and we're so excited to announce that.
Yeah,
that is
super cool.
Exciting.
We're so excited.
So many
we can help. We can help vendors sign. We can sign up vendors in every single city. Yeah,
that is so
and then
cool.
Okay.
That is so cool. That is incredible.
Now we have a really big event coming up. I want to let Red take the mic a little bit on this one. Yeah. Where are we at right now?
All right, so coming back from Vegan Street Fair on the 26th-ish of this month, we'll be back. We got another cool event in the house that we'll have our last Saturday vegan market there again on the 30th, and then we jump into April the 13th, which is the Saturday before 420. And we are at a cannabis dispensary here in Sunland Park, New Mexico. Our very cool friends, Elevation 3789, have partnered up with us and allowed us to utilize their venue to throw the very first 420 elevated vegan market. So we are so excited. We didn't know the gravity of how everything was going to come together. We had an idea.
God, tell them what we're doing. Tell them what we're pulling together.
We had an idea, but like I say, we create things as we go. So let me throw a little bit at you of what we've got going on. We have just partnered up with 3 really amazing vegan cannabis companies that are nationwide. I want to say even probably worldwide. Blazy Susan has we just received our box in today. She has product sponsored us with her vegan cones, vegan papers, vegan we've got trays and grinders and all kind of goodies filled in a box. The owner called us yesterday to say, hey y'all,
your goods are in, come check them out.
Amazing box, y'all are gonna love this, you got to get here. So we're here to do an unveiling of the
That's incredible.
In just a moment of all these amazing places with us. So thank you to them. We've also got Yum Clouds vegan edibles that'll be showing up in person with a lot of sampling and goodies and merch and giveaways. And wow, we're so excited for them to come. Then we had the pleasure of the honor, really, of having the largest indoor cannabis growing facility in the state of New Mexico hit us up through Dom and Reds.vegan on Instagram and said, y'all are doing something that we need to be a part of. How can we be a part of your event? And so they invited us over to have a tour of the place. God, it was amazing. Tell them about this place, because you say it so cute. I love how you say it.
Well, it's the guy that designed this place, Tony. Huge shout out to Tony from Baked Chicken Farms.
Baked Chicken Farms.
He is an engineer by degree and a cannabis consumer by choice. So when you crossbreed cannabis and engineering, you get an amazing, no wonder it's the largest facility in New Mexico with the brain that this guy has. So he actually converted an old chicken farm into an organic vegan cannabis indoor grow up. And so it's so cool to go knowing from it was a place of like factory farming and just like mass slaughter and things like that. Now it's like this place where it produces this amazing organic plant. Like it's so incredible what he did with the place.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so they have paired up with us, and they are proudly sponsoring our rolling competition with flour from their indoor grow up.
They also gave us some merch, so we've got some merch to put in our swag bags and our winter bags. So you said rolling competition.
Yeah, tell them what else we got.
Giving out the
tell
deets.
Tell them.
So we're going to be bringing a amazing double-sided rolling competition, meaning that we're going to have one that's going to go on for about 10 minutes. We're going to see who can get to 10 rolling joints, 10 rolling blunts of their choice, whatever the quickest. It needs to be efficient. They need to be able to really use this. It can't be a sloppy, mediocre.
No holes, no pokes. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
It has to be pristine.
It's gotta be good. So,
yeah. We got some cool judges lined up for that.
Yep. We also have the second part of that is going to be for creativity. So first one will be for speed. Creativity will be an all-day thing. We got people that can sign up and
make a little helicopter, like whatever you want.
Whatever you want. If you've got the creativity, bring it. Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some amazing sheets. So Lazy Susan gave us the trays and the grinders and the setups for all of this. So we're really excited for that. We're going to have an eating competition. We've got one of our homies here that makes hot sauce. He's got all flavors, all kinds, all gravities of hot and not. He's going to make an exclusive, exquisitely hot that he has not made before for our event. Zunilas
found over here in El Paso. So he's going to use a Carolina Reaper and a ghost pepper. And so this competition is sponsored by Zunilas Hot Sauce and Get Together, the restaurant we work at. We're going to just do like half a pound of wings. The hottest hot can be. First to finish wins prize of all of our swag, all of the vendor merch and things like that.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
In addition, what else we got coming?
In addition,
full lineup of musicians, performers,
DJs. We've got live painting. There's a cool spray paint artist here in town named Tino Ortega. He'll be here
fire
live
dancers,
spray painting, fire dancers. We've got
belly dancers,
strut
sexy chair dancers.
We've got a
freestyle battle.
Freestyle battle.
Freestyle rap battle.
Yep.
Apparently that's not a thing anymore, but we're bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Bringing back the old school.
We've got some out-of-town food trucks, some out-of-town headlining musicians that are going to come in for the end of the night. We've got deck your tent competition. So for all the vendors coming to, we want it to look fabulous, no mediocre. This is an elevated vegan market. So come to show up and show off. You right? Come and show up or go back home. That's for sure. So they're going to get to have fun. And we're going to have a raffle for the vendors as well. So each vendor is going to put a product in. And at the end of the show, when everyone's gone and we're cleaning up, we get to surprise our vendors with kind of like a white elephant thing. You put something in and now you're going to get something from another company that was here tonight. And y'all get to, it's kind of going to be like an aftermarket vendor mixer.
Yes.
We're going to do some cool stuff afterwards. We got a lot.
So creative. You guys are such, there's so much light and love within you guys, and you're just ready to shine and flourish and get. Like you said before, your food was always a sign of like your art. It was your passion. You put yourself on a plate for people to enjoy and experience. And it's just like you're putting so much value not just into the internal, but also to your surroundings. So that is going to be absolutely glorious. Massively huge things and massive, huge connections in your future. I'm so excited to even be connected and a part of you guys in any way, shape, or form. And I cannot wait to be able to experience one of your events in the future. I can't wait to get off of this call and like go tell my husband, and he'll be like, "You gotta drive over there." I'm so excited.
Exclusive VIPs, and we'll hook it up. We will get you taken care of.
You can even be
incredible, guys. I'm so excited for you.
Judge if you want to be a judge.
Ooh, we're gonna send them to the back so they can do some smoking.
I'll have to
nice. Yeah, we're so stoked.
But, I mean, you guys are, I mean, I can see you guys in so many ways.
It will be a trip that you won't forget.
So many ways.
Yeah, you guys are going to be incredible. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the Capital Life today. I want you guys to be amazing and just keep enjoying all of your travels and loving each other and just being everything that you guys are.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was so very nice to meet you, Abby. Thanks for having us. Thanks for your time.
It was wonderful meeting you too, Red.
Yeah.
All right. Text us anytime you guys are rolling through.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll send you the vegan street fair schedule also in case we're in your hood and you want to come out and hang out with us when we're in your city.
Absolutely. Please do that. Like ASAP. Like seriously, I'm gonna put you guys in the backstage. I want you guys to go in the backstage. I want you to text me all of that info. But you guys love you.
Where are you at?
We're in McKinney, in Dallas.
Okay. Not far. All right. We're available for private hire also. We'll go anywhere. We're available for private hire. So for those listening, get a hold of us. If you want us to come to you or throw your event, we can definitely do that.
Yes.
And Bill will
fly us out, y'all.
No question.
For sure. All right, my friend. I love you. I'll text you all the deets.
See.
All right, thank you for joining me today on The Capital Life, where we talk about all the things. Join me next Saturday, where we are focusing on You'll Never Know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow on YouTube and Facebook at Capital Health. That's Kapitol Health. Please share with your friends and family. The Capital Life is available on all podcasting platforms. Our goal on The Capital Life is to provide a safe place to get information when it comes to your health and wellness needs, especially when dealing with all of life's phases. Remember to take care of yourself, because you're somebody's everything.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube and Facebook at Capital Health. That's Kapitol Health. Please share with your friends and family. The Capital Life is available on all podcasting platforms except Pandora. Our goal at The Capital Life is to provide a safe place to get information when it comes to your health and wellness, especially when dealing with all of life's phases. Remember to take care of yourself, because you're somebody's everything.